There is a lot of debate if climate change and global warming is related to human activity.
We've had immense amounts of rain in the last month and a half. It's been raining so much that I am so happy my garden has so much sand in it. It has drained well. The garden has survived this torrential downpour. So what that does, it makes humans think about global warming, climate change. Have we changed something? That's what happens when these tornadoes show up or when these heat waves show up. The human race says, have we done something to our environment? Have we damaged something? And that's so interesting because if these extreme weather occurrences never happened, we probably wouldn't be discussing global warming. We probably wouldn't be discussing climate change. It would be probably irrelevant to us. We would just be going on with our daily destruction of this planet. Or warning signs of global warming and climate change has made this very distinctive wake-up call that maybe we're actually running out of time.
This idea of the butterfly effect isn't discussed enough. What we do today affects tomorrow. Everything matters.
Yeah, so I want to explain something that's really important. If I were to cut this tree down on my property, the tree would fall, it would be on the ground, and that would be the end of it. But that's not the case at all. People don't understand this butterfly effect of cutting this tree down means that this tree could have contributed to our atmosphere for the next 60 years. So that's what we're missing, is that the tree is gone, but it could have helped us for another 60 years. That's the butterfly effect. That's what we're missing. When we cut down a forest, we're not just cutting the forest down and harvesting the lumber. We are removing this tree or the forest from the future of our next generation. So that's the problem, is we don't understand that there's an effect that reaches way into the future when you cut down a tree.
If we want to provide for the next generation, we have to respect the butterfly effect. We have to act now. We have to save nature now. A single tree from 1960 left to grow would have an effect today.
Yeah, so when you cut down trees, no seedling will ever replace the energy of that tree or the forest. It is a 20-year process to get back to a state where you're duplicating the effects of a large tree or a large forest. We have to be very protective of thinking differently, that the effect of cutting these trees down is reaching far into the future. Planting seedlings in their place isn't really a great solution.
For every 8 fully grown trees that are cut down, only one single seedling is replanted. That is an awful ratio. Human math is simple. We are very selfish and very greedy. We simply don't want to give back, even when nature is asking for help.
Yeah, nature has offered us alternative solutions. So what I'm saying is, if you're cutting down a pine tree, you don't necessarily have to replant it with a pine tree. You could switch to something different, like a bamboo, which is one of the best plants to process CO2 and turn it into oxygen, because it has so many small, tiny leaves, and it grows so rapidly. So nature provides all these great answers. Humans just need to listen to these answers.
Humans forget that nature can do the heavy lifting for us. Sometimes nature just needs a nudge or even a break from us, but we still want to interfere with nature's healing mechanisms. It is a recipe for disaster when nature pays the price. Human free will and greed rule our ignorance towards nature. We will destroy this planet. Only humans have this destructive nature. Nature is effective at self-regulation. We believe in separating ourselves from nature. This separation will eventually kill us. The connectivity of all life promotes the diversity needed. This diversity could save us.
Nature has this constant ability to heal itself. It has a desire to keep on existing. A plant like this will go from seed to plant to flower to fruit and regenerate itself. That is the built-in energy that nature has, that vegetation has. And humans want to slow it down. They want to interfere with it. They want to do all these things because they want to make these plants do more for us. They want us to benefit more from them. And that is very, very strange. We need to use this built-in energy that nature has to get from A to B. And we're not doing that correctly. We're not letting nature move on its own merit. We're not giving it a nudge. We're not giving it a jump start. We're not doing enough of that.
When nature is allowed to unfold, the beauty is spectacular. The origin of the energy displayed is hard to explain. Healthy environments keeps human alive, providing a longer lasting quality of life.
So humans are incredibly ignorant. We treat nature so terrible. We do these awful things to nature, and then we expect nature to feed us with, all types of fruits and vegetables.
The diversity of produce keeps us alive, maximizing food output by manipulating nature. Food security and affordability and declining nutritional values are big issues. Weather-related soil depletion will cause mass starvation.
We push a lot of pressure on the energy of nature providing us with food, but yet we do not respect nature in such a way that we can really have a mutual benefit from nature. We want to manipulate our fruits and vegetables. We want them to grow faster, bigger. We want to do all these things, but we also don't really understand this massive amount of energy that is in our green matter. It is so powerful. We just need to push it along, move it along, help it along, and it'll make an enormous difference in the future.
Only nutrient-rich soils loaded with diverse microorganisms can grow nutrient-rich produce. Only extreme weather will evoke change for humans to try to save themselves. Selfish individuality will require human relearning to save the planet. Fertile soil and moisture will rule the world. It's an uphill battle. It is funny how humans always look to nature to solve problems. Nature gives all these finite clues how to solve certain issues that require human attention. It is amazing how technology could help us save ourselves. We need to use technology more to save nature. Earth is supposed to be a one-of-a-kind life support system that humans are hell-bent on destroying. A shameful waste of missing out on the creation of the diversity protocol. Usable energy everywhere. Billions of people implementing their free will. A selfish forward movement of implementing their dreams and desires. A growing group of humans are in disbelief by the behavior of others. Respect towards nature isn't commonplace anymore.
Yeah, I'd like to give a little bit of an example of this human divide. And this human divide is based on people respecting nature and the other side absolutely disrespecting nature. So we have a bunch of big waterfalls above this property here that have, a couple thousand visitors every year. And we have two groups. We have one group, they'll eat the potato chips, throw the bag, throw the pop can, throw the candy wrappers. They don't care. It's usually the younger generation. And then we have other groups, a lot of times they're Europeans. They will walk the trails with garbage bags with them, and they'll pick up everything on the way. So that's the divide I'm talking about. We have people that are very conscious about the environment, and another group that doesn't even care one iota. So it's a very, very big separation.
Humans have this mentality: as long as everything flows downstream, we will be fine. Downstream isn't a viable option. Your plastic bottle will end up in Japan. Supporting the human endeavor is a huge undertaking, make no mistake. We can't afford to leave nature out of this equation. Humans create a life inside their own Hexenkessel, a global effort of self-poisoning the human race. Humans have the intellect to save our planet. But a shift in thinking is needed. Starvation, extreme weather, and natural disasters might be our only hope for change.